job, man.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Vols will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Tennessee's offense will go to work for the first time. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. And when you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
Red pass, it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Snagged out of the air. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Still running at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Tight end getting vertical. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Johnson. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability probably to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Rides the back and leads it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Tompkins. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Into the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Vandy. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10.
Y'all need to start fucking blocking.
Space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline is some intensity on that one.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. To go, the offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the running back. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get line.
There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the air. It's Tompkins. He's got it still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across.
How the fuck did I miss it?
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Got it behind the line. It's Lawrence. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Crosses the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tennessee! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that.
Why is there one dog in, one dog out, and that one what's in?
Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
You let my dog get fleas.
The kickoff unit is out
You
there.
like no
Boy,
fleas.
that last drive quiet this crowd.
Just fleas.
He'll bring it out from inside his own.
Your dog is meant to be.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Gets it out fast. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. back to throw. It's Tompkins. Floats it out in space. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fountain. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. And then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You can't tell me those receivers are guarded.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using the quick game. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get outside. And he runs it in for a score.
coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So here is the Tennessee offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive from it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play callers right now,
Oh, he's got some space. He now has 74 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short. Oh.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Looking to throw, it's Tompkins. Got it set up on the outside. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Just gashing
How
this
the
defense,
hell?
a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
How do you, in man coverage, you allow that shit?
To operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The run to the left. Shakes off the defender. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Lost to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? to the air. It's Tompkins. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answer to him.
One fucking block, and I'm gone. One block.
Stopped at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll try the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
On target to the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Quick step and go. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way.
Man.
I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Tompkins. Quick strike complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He finds a soft spot in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Going for the marker on the ground. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll park it at the 18. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things in practice coaches probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they showed it.
Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable.
How do I dive in front of him? Nothing happened.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Commodores in the hurry-up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game, Pollock. Let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Finds him out of the backfield. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously.
Lofts one high and deep. And that would be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give as they work on that clock. At the 45 on his way. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Vols are rolling down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
A bit of relief right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Makes the grab down the middle.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing flowing.
Trying to take it back. The tag. Touchdown, Volunteers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to...
Oh!
And another empty drive.
And a pick six.
And he's going to take it all the way.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still
going for it all. He's got
That
it
dude's
in the
a
end zone
beast.
for another
He's a
touchdown in this
beast.
full-fledged beatdown.
I said, my guy
No
over
matter
here.
how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff.
Boom.
Rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's
Huh?
just the best.
Because they hate
I
each
just
other
won.
so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that.
Sure.
That is worth its weight in gold.
Vanderbilt
David.
wanted to be a pain in my
Unbelievable
butt.
effort here by the winning team and bragging rights down.
Vanderbilt wanted to be a pain in
bragging
my
rights
butt.
for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always there's a letdown that naturally happens at